been on Drunk History. Super funny man, blazes all over the Laugh Factory. You can bring up Mr. Jonesy.
Hi, how are you? Good evening. I'm cold. So cold. Anybody else cold? Yeah. A lot of you. Usually it's just me and like 3 girls. I'm always cold though. That's my thing. You ever been cock blocked because you're cold? That ever happen to you? Apparently it's not very sexy to ask your date if you can borrow her hoodie at the outdoor movie. That's not sexy at all. That's not very unattractive. It's winter time now. I don't know. You know, these nights are really, they're really cold. So I'm looking to, if there's any single women over 50, I'm looking to spend some nights with women that are going through perimenopause. Because it's, I don't know if you know, but it's like sleeping next to a nuclear reactor. Yeah. And if you're hairy, even better. It's like an electric blanket to go. I just like to be the little spoon and feel your hairy oven behind me. If anyone could help me out with that, it would be good. That's good. Well, that's me. I can't really see you, but I'm gonna try and connect. I got roommates. Anybody? No. Mostly landowners. Mostly landowners, I see. Okay. The buildings you own, there's probably some roommates in there. So, for those of you who don't know what roommates are, I'll just define it. This is what roommates are. It's when 2 or more adults that nobody wants to marry join forces and together battle homelessness. That's where you want to be in life, you know, sharing an air fryer with a 41-year-old DJ. That's when you're checking off all the boxes of success. Good times, good times. Maybe some local humor, all right, maybe we can all connect on some local humor. I saw an asshole on the way here. I never met this person, but I just know they're an asshole. You've probably seen this person. It was a billboard. It was a lawyer named Sweet James. This is an asshole. I mean, anyone who buys this many billboards of their face, there's something wrong with you. What really annoys me is the level of confidence that we get from Sweet James. He thinks you're gonna hire him for some serious legal services and completely ignore that dumbass name of his. Sweet James? How are you hiring someone who sounds like he's partnered up with Willy Wonka or some shit? This doesn't make... I mean, that's fine if you want a lawyer who sounds like he could be a pimp. It's kind of a pimp-ish name. But if you need a lawyer, you're in serious trouble. You need to hire somebody that at least sounds professional. You would never hire a funeral home called Mbama Mamas, would you? Even if they offer the cremate rebate, it's gonna work out. Same with Sweet James. This doesn't sound like a pro. Sweet James sounds like the kind of lawyer that calls you for a ride to the courthouse. How many times has Sweet James been kicked out of the courthouse for vaping? That's what I'd like to know. Those are very bushy eyebrows, so I'm guessing vaping is part of his life. People with bushy eyebrows, I don't know if you know this, they vape. The bushier the eyebrows, the more they vape. Facts. Do you think any other law firms are afraid of Sweet James? You think some law firm is like, did you hear who their client hired? Sweet James. What, is that a bakery? What is that? That's not a lawyer, is it? That name is so goofy, it doesn't even sound like it makes sense and belongs in legal phrases. Let's put it in a legal phrase, shall we? I'll lead because I have this microphone. Does this sound right to you? Ladies and gentlemen, the deposition will be taken by Sweet James. That doesn't sound right at all. Here's what sounds all right. Hey, everybody. Sweet James is bringing the cocaine. Does anyone know who can help us hide this body? Well, I know Sweet James that can hide a body. It's got a big trunk. What I want to know is how you tell your family you hired Sweet James with a straight face. Like, hey, Glenn, who did you hire to get your kids back?
Sweet James.
Sweet James. It's on the case. Yeah, I feel good about it. I heard him call the judge my dude yesterday, so I think I'm in good hands. If you hire Sweet James and it goes south, well, you get what you deserve. Doesn't go right. You hired a lawyer who sounds like a barbecue sauce, so probably deserve to lose. I was sad recently because they closed my favorite store in my neighborhood. The dollar store closed in my neighborhood. Yeah, here's why too. I mean, big deal. They raised the price to $1.25. And apparently my neighborhood has standards. They're like, hey, we'll pay $1 for some fresh strawberries, but $1.25, get out of here. For poisonous strawberries, I'm not paying $1.25 for this. So it had to go away. I was so sad. I've been shopping at the dollar store for a long time. Anyone else in the dollar store culture with me? Yeah, some of us. I've been going so long, I got the dollar store mentality. You know what that is? Dollar store mentality. That's when you find yourself in a more expensive store. And you're looking at something, and you go, I'll just get this at the dollar store. $8 spatula. I mean, are you out of your mind, Target? I'll just take my $8 and get 8 spatulas. I'm not stupid. Or 4 spatulas and 4 frying pans and open up a restaurant. The dollar store mentality, it clicks in. Christmas, perfect example. Christmas, I had to buy Christmas cards. I'm an idiot. I go to Walgreens, $4, $5 for one card. I'm like, I'll go to the dollar store. Get a pack of 10 for $1. They're all in Spanish, but I mean, everybody knows Feliz Navidad, right? Who doesn't know Feliz Navidad? Where you been? There was other words on there. I just crossed them off and wrote Feliz Navidad a few more times. Drew a sombrero on Santa. My family had a lot of questions at Christmas. Yeah, the dollar store's amazing, man. Shit's so cheap when I'm in there, I don't even steal. Respect, dollar store. Shit is so cheap, I'll buy something just to see what it is. A few weeks ago, I bought a breastfeeding kit. No, I don't even own a baby. I just was curious. Like, what? I didn't even know they existed, breastfeeding. I thought the breast had everything it needed in life, but apparently there's an expansion kit for the nipple that I was unaware of. I think we all got an unspoken agreement with the dollar store that if we buy something and we get it home and it really sucks, we don't return it. You're like, that's on me. I took a risk today, I know. I bought the hummus because I was feeling myself. Then when I get it home and it's really not hummus, I'm going to be surprised. It's dollar store hummus. I mean, I should have known they spelled it with one M, first off. But I don't bring it back and ask for my dollar back. Give me my dollar back. I'm not a sociopath. No, I just feed the hummus to the cat and hope it lives and go about my life. That's what you do over there. We have this agreement with the dollar store. This is the arrangement we've had. It's a contract. We're like, I give you $1 and you give me a questionable item that might harm me and my family. That's the arrangement that we have with the dollar store. It's a very fascinating institution, isn't it? The dollar store, because they have mainstream normal products in there, right? That you see at the other stores. Sometimes they're in the dollar store. You see, something went wrong. These products were on the way to the regular store, and then somebody along the way intercepted them and was like, "Hey, we've decided that these products are unsafe to be sold to the public." And then the dollar store stepped in and was like, we kind of disagree. We think for the right price, the public might want to roll the dice with this. Protein powder that causes hair loss. I don't know. If you know our customers, they like to live on the edge a little bit. They're still buying the frozen shrimp. We're all baffled. That's unbelievable. We have can openers that only open hands. I don't understand it. Sometimes there's a regular product in the dollar store. It's obvious what's wrong with it. One time I was in the dollar store and I saw Red Bull there. I couldn't believe it. I was excited. But I had to curb this enthusiasm because I got to be like, hold on. Let's see what Red Bull did to get here. Because something, Red Bull used the wrong pronouns in the last store. Something happened that got Red Bull in this place. Yeah, and so I love Red Bull, but I had to ask myself as I got closer, do I love sour cream and onion flavored Red Bull? Shit. I couldn't believe it was made. I mean, who cases of it. Someone made cases of it. They should be killed, I think, in my opinion. That's right. It's in the aisle of misfit flavors. You guys familiar with this place? There's an aisle in there of misfit flavors. Turkey flavored Kit Kat, this sort of thing. So in case you want to try Red Bull, but you can't afford the original flavor, you can go in the dollar store and get Tapatio flavored. Who knew Red Bull could cause acid reflux, right? It was crazy. That's how you know your family was poor, too. Your mom came home with strange flavors from the dollar store. You're like, oh, you got Pop-Tarts? What flavor? Strawberry? She's like, nah, basil. I got popsicles, too. Oh, cherry? Nah, lobster. Damn you, dollar store. Damn you. Yeah. The dollar store has their own products, too, their own brands. You only see them there. They got a pregnancy test there called Pregnant or Nah. Come on, pregnant or nah. That's so funny. If you're not laughing, something's wrong with you. That is hilarious. Hilarious. And if you're buying a pregnancy test at the dollar store, maybe we should have a conversation, shall we? I mean, where are you at in your life? Where you're relying on a pregnancy test that costs less than a Mountain Dew, are you okay? And if you also buy your condoms at the dollar store, well, don't even bother with pregnant or nah. You're pregnant, I can tell you. Having yourself a dollar store Nino. There was some Spanish in there for the locals. All right. This was a lot of fun. I'm on Instagram at Funny Jones. You're a very nice, polite crowd. You're everything they said you were going to be. Thank you for coming out tonight and supporting live comedy. How about a hand for your host, Terrence DeLane?